Had a bit of a mishap there. Thought I was filming. Wasn't. Already opened the box. So, welcome to my open unboxing. Very happy to finally get this order. I actually ordered this way back in the beginning of March before COVID hit from Paramount Orchids in Parksville, BC, over on Vancouver Island. My overall experience with them as a company, they have great customer service throughout this whole time. They were very apologetic at how long it was actually taking me to get my order. And then they let me know it's your turn in the queue. Do you still want to proceed? Then, you know, boom, here we are today. Just before they shipped it, they gave me a call. We had a great conversation. They kind of told me what to expect with the plants, asked me if I had any questions, and let me know when I should expect them and what their procedure is after delivery. So I was very, very happy with that whole thing. So, like I said, I had already opened the box. Little fail. But the first orchid that I have here, this is Miltonia spectabilis centerpoint. So packaged up very, very nicely. So this one was tucked down into the corner, tons of paper, all wrapped up and cushioned all around it. It's got a ton of tape here. So I think what I'm going to do is just get through pulling the plants out, having that a first initial look, and then I will come back to them and show you how they're looking after. So, Miltonia. And I did ask, is anybody in spike or bloom still? They said, oh, here we go. They said that they will have one little one in there. So here she is here. This is my Phalaenopsis Kingdom Delicioso. She does have a faint scent, but she did tell me that some of the blooms were fading, but I do still have a few here that still might open up. She is just the sweetest little thing. I hope you can see that. Sweet little thing. Again, wrapped up very, very nicely. The spike was all tucked in the paper, so very happy about that. She looks like she was protected. She's very tiny. I did go for some smaller, you know, compact plants this time around. So this is my Paphiopedilum godifreya variation Angthong Spotted Beauty crossed with Tall Beauty. Look at this tiny little thing. So super cute. Great colors in the petals. That is so tiny. So tiny. Not sure I was expecting that one to be that tiny, but that's okay. I was expecting compact plants. Oh my goodness, look at this little one. This is my Oncidium carophorum. Carophorum? I'm hoping that's how you say it. Just the cutest little thing. Big fat pseudobulbs. So sweet. So I tried to get species this time around, so I did get a hybrid. Oh, this is my Phalaenopsis Schilleriana. Yeah, I had to get one for myself. Great coloring. She's so pretty. I love that mottled leaf. She looks fantastic upon first glance. They did a great job packaging. I'm going to say that. So that's it. I got 5 orchids. No bonus. Wouldn't that have been nice if there was a bonus in there? Oh well. So I will open these little beauties up and be right back. Okay, so here we go. Everybody is now in their vase, cleaned up. I still just think this is super cool. That is a really long distance between that bulb and the next growth. Don't you think? Like, I for sure thought that was going to be 2 separate plants. But just completely amazed. The symmetry of that thing. Like, it's a thing of beauty. It's definitely a thing of beauty. Okay, so I have her in this glass. As always, I never cut away roots straight away. I just want to see what's happening, and I won't cut these anyway because the whole purpose of these older roots, and there really wasn't any that were mushy. The older ones are just kind of got that, that definite old woody look to them. But there's really no mushy in there, so I was very happy to see that. So these older roots will, it'll just wick moisture up to the newer roots, and then eventually over time I can, cut away some of those older ones that, really won't be doing much anymore. But for now, this is what we're doing. I've got her all in this glass. I think this is a great setup for her. It's nice and tight, so not tight, but snug. So she can feel like she's still in a pot, feel comfortable. Lots of new little growths in there. Growths. Jeepers. Roots, which I suppose are growths, but I meant roots. So she does have quite a few new roots forming still, which is great to see. So I have not put any water in there. I gave those roots a really good rinse as I was cleaning them up. So what I will end up doing is I will end up putting some glass pebbles in the bottom of the glass. I just have to go get some more, but I'll put the pebbles in the bottom of the glass up till, about there, till she's resting on them. And then I'll keep the water level there, watch what's happening, much like my Brasidium here, just, duplicate. That's the beautiful thing about doing this. Once you do it, and you do it a couple of times, and you find success with a certain way of doing it, you duplicate that. If it doesn't go the way that it did before, then you modify and you change it. It's kind of easy. I don't know. Like, I'm finding waterculture very easy, very simple. It's all about watching your plant. You don't have to watch it with a hawk eye after it's established and in its new environment, but in the beginning you kind of do, right? Like, and it's COVID, it's my hobby, I'm not really doing much else. So it's the perfect time. It's the perfect time. And then my Schilleriana here, she's got what I think are pretty good roots. I love the blend of the different coloring too. So we got some white ones, we got some green ones, and then we got some red ones. Isn't that super cool? So I love it. I decided to keep this one. Definitely was determined to grow outside the pot, so I left it as an aerial root. I don't have a problem with that because she's got a lot of other great roots, and this one too. if I were to try to get it in that pot, it would end up just breaking. So I didn't, I just left it alone. We'll figure out what's going to happen with that one. But for now, it's going to stay outside the glass as well. But overall, sorry, her roots look good. Now she was growing in bark at some point because she still has bark attached to these roots. She was in moss when they shipped her to me. So maybe that's how they ship, is in moss, to keep that little bit of extra moisture for them on their journey. I don't know. But anyway, the rest of that will just come off when she has her soaking days. And I'll get the handy dandy tweezers out and pull away from in between those roots so that I'm not having anything that will promote any mold growth inside the glass. But super happy with the overall health of this plant. There's one spot on that older root right there that looks a little bit mushy. Other than that, overall, they're pretty healthy. Yeah, so she sits there. And then down here is my other Val Deliciosa. She does have some older roots that are starting to, mush up a little bit. Let me just take her out so that we can see her roots a little bit better. Again, she's got some bark stuck on there, so those will pop off very easy. But these are definitely her older roots, and now she's got the newer ones coming in. These ones will just die. They'll die off. She's got these ones. She'll continue to grow new ones. But let me see if I can get right in. Oh, goodness. She's so super sweet. So we do have some more buds here waiting to open, so I'm very happy about that. I'm gonna have a little bit longer to enjoy this spike. So overall, she looks in good health too. So I have her. There's a mushy root here, which I should probably just get rid of straight away, but I'm not. I'm just going to let her sit for a little bit. I mean, they've been through it today. They've been through it the last few days, getting packaged up and transported away. Okay, so my little Oncidium, she is two separate little plants, which is perfectly fine. And she's got some nasty bug. See there? Somebody was really enjoying her little bulbs. See that? That's gross. So I was going to cut it away straight away, but again, I don't want to traumatize her all at once. I'm just going to let her sit for a bit, figure out whether or not she likes her new environment, which I'm sure she will. But, just let her settle in a little bit before I start hacking away at her. Overall, she's super cute. Big fat bulbs. Relatively mature plant, I think, due to the number of bulbs there. So these ones are definitely what she should look like. Those are definitely the newest bulbs. We got a new growth here, so I'm super excited to see how she looks very soon. And then we've got my little path. So this is Paphiopedilum godifreya. And again, I will just keep her in this bark, and I will eventually get her over into leca, the top dressing of sphagnum moss. Well, the mixture itself is actually leca with sphagnum moss in it, and then I top dress with sphagnum moss. I do not like organic. I don't like growing in organic medium. When I potted the little Deliciosa and the little Oncidium, I found some creepy crawlies in there, and, I saw a fly, I'm sure a couple flies fly out of the Miltonia. That's just what happens when you grow in organic media, and I'm not a fan. I'm just not. So I try to choose plants that does not have to actually grow in media. But then sometimes you fall in love with things like this. This is my Disa. I may get brave at some point and take her out of that coconut husk mixture, peat moss mixture, and maybe do some pebbles, see what happens. But typically I'm a bare root. Like, I don't want it growing in anything other than water. So with that, those are my beauties. I will keep you updated. If you've made it this far, thanks so much. Go ahead and give me that thumbs up, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.